You're watching South Asia Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 19th of April. India overtakes China as most populous country, reveals UN report. Residents in Balochistan's Quetta fed up due to no electricity. And Nepal's president flown to Indian capital for medical treatment. And now for all the details. India on Wednesday surpassed China to become the most populous country, data released by the United Nations Population Fund has revealed. In its State of World Population Report 2023, the UN body estimates India's population at 1.4286 billion against 1.4257 billion for China. The world body has also projected India will overtake China with almost 3 million more people in the middle of this year. But the report did not specify a date for when the change would take place. Indian government data shows the country's annual population growth has averaged 1.2% since 2011, compared with 1.7% in the 10 years previously. Experts say India now has a demographic advantage, young population in a consumer-driven economy, which will be a major factor in driving the country's development. In the midst of growing tension and unrest in Sudan, India is collaborating with various countries to ensure the safety of its nationals. India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar on Tuesday spoke with his counterparts in Saudi Arabia and the UAE, and both countries have assured support. The Indian government has also established a dedicated control room in New Delhi. Sudan has been witnessing deadly fighting between the country's army and a paramilitary group for the last 6 days over a proposed timeline for handing over power to a civilian government. The violence has reportedly left around 200 people dead. The Indian embassy on Sunday said an Indian national also died in Khartoum after sustaining bullet injuries. A landslide during a thunder and lightning storm on the main road through northwest Pakistan's Khyber Pass buried more than 20 trucks on Tuesday, killing at least 3 people with dozens more fear-trapped. Government officials believe at least 20 to 25 containers were buried in the wreckage. The landslide took place on the main route connecting Pakistan with landlocked Afghanistan, a major transit point for trade between the South Asian nations and into Central Asia. Reports suggest 2 Afghan citizens were among those killed, and authorities were trying to recover the bodies. 3 other people had been taken to hospital, and the number of casualties was expected to rise further.
دا واقعیا چې پرون کومه شوې ده کوم غر چې راپرېوتلی دا تقریبا 2:30 بجې ټایم پیشنامه شپې بیګا شپې باران مو او دلته یو درز اواز راغی که نه چې شور مشور شو او امبولانسونه اواز موږ واورېدو چې راپاسېدو زموږ ګاډي دلته ولاړ دي نو 2:30 بجې ټایم تقریبا او وروسته هسې نیمه ګنټه بعد دا اندازه ولګېده که نه چې تقریبا چې 15-20 ګاډي ورلاندې ګیر شوي دي تکې کسان هم دي ډریوران کلینډران او ګاډي لوډ ګاډي مکمل ورلاندې ګیر شوي.
Residents of Sariab in Balochistan are living in darkness due to absence of electricity in the area for over 20 days. They blame despite paying money to government officials, the issue is not being resolved. A report.
Residents of Sariab in Balochistan's provincial capital Quetta are fed up as they are facing extreme difficulties due to absence of electricity in the area for over 20 days. They blamed officials from Pakistan's WAPDA, the Water and Power Development Authority, have failed to fix the defective transformer in the area despite taking expenses from them for fixing it. They said their frustration has grown as no public representative is interested in solving the issue.
सर 20 दिन से पहले तो ये सारा डिम था, किसी जगह पे था, किसी जगह पे नहीं था बिजली. फिर उसके बाद ये 4-5 दिन से ले गए हैं, ट्रांसफार्मर अभी नहीं ला रहे हैं. चंदा भी किए हम लोगों ने, बिल भी हमारे जमा है. फिर उसके बाद भी हमारे साथ ये नाइंसाफ़ी कर रहे हैं, नाजायज़ी. ये सारा इलाका सारा अंधेरे में डूब रहा है.
बिल्कुल बिल भी हम लोग जमा करते हैं, टैक्स जमा करते हैं, चंदा इसलिए जमा करते हैं, वापडा वाले खुद आते हैं कि हमें कुछ ना कुछ, जो हम लोग इतना पेट्रोल खर्च करके यहाँ पर आते हैं, किसी को बोतल पिलाओ, किसी को चाय पिलाओ, चाय पानी लेकर जाते हैं, फिर भी काम नहीं करते।
Locals say Balochistan is resource rich but remains neglected in terms of development, with standards of living and social indicators lagging substantially behind the rest of Pakistan.
The United Nations Development Programme (UNDP) has informed that Afghanistan's economy will contract, inflation will rise and liquidity will fall if there is a 30% drop in international aid as feared. Officials say aid to Afghanistan, the recipient of the world's largest humanitarian program, will drop sharply this year as donors assess global crisis and because of restrictions on female aid workers imposed by the Taliban administration. UNDP said per capita annual incomes could fall to $306 in 2024 and place the country among the poorest in the world. Afghanistan's humanitarian aid plan is only 5% funded for 2023, with $251 million committed out of $4.6 billion requested. Taliban officials have said their decision on female aid workers are an internal issue and that foreign governments should reduce restrictions and unfreeze central bank assets to alleviate the economic crisis. Nepal's President Chandra Paudel was flown on Wednesday to Indian capital New Delhi to seek advanced treatment for chest and abdominal problems at the premier AIIMS hospital. 78-year-old Paudel spent 5 days this month in the TU teaching hospital in Kathmandu after complaining of a chest problem. Vice President Ram Sahai Yadav will stand in for Paudel while he is away, a presidential spokesperson said. A senior leader of Nepali Congress Party, Paudel was elected as the Himalayan nation's third president in March amid a bitter crisis in then-ruling coalition. The coalition split after Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal supported Paudel, an opposition candidate for the post. Tourists thronged museum and iconic monuments in India in large numbers on the occasion of the World Heritage Day on Tuesday. The day is observed with an aim to create awareness among the people for the conservation of cultural heritage across the world.
Indians and tourists thronged iconic monuments, including the famed Monument of Love, the Taj Mahal in Agra, and the Red Fort in New Delhi to celebrate the World Heritage Day on Tuesday despite heatwave-like conditions. World Heritage Day is annually observed on 18th April with an aim to create awareness among the people for the conservation of cultural heritage across the world.
I have this great experience today to see Taj Mahal in the beautiful India and the beautiful weather. And my daughter, she's here as well. It's her 27th birthday, so it's a good birthday gift to bring her here to Taj Mahal on World Heritage Day.
और मुझे ये भी अच्छा लगा कि वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज डे के दिन टिकट्स भी फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट थी, मतलब हमें पे नहीं करना पड़ा. एंड आई रियली होप कि फंडिंग इंक्रीज हो ऐसी साइट्स की.
Meanwhile, school children were also taken to museums and on heritage walks in different cities to observe the day and spread awareness about the cultural history and heritage. The first World Heritage Day was observed in 1983 after it was established in 1982 by the International Council on Monuments and Sites, which later got accepted by the UN General Assembly. The day is celebrated with a different theme every year. The theme for 2023 was Heritage Changes.
That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.